In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to load a delimited file into a sheet in Gumloop. To get started, the first thing you need to do is make sure your file is accessible inside Gumloop. This could be a CSV file, a TSV file, a pipe delimited text file, or even a semicolon delimited file. The important part is that Gumloop can reach it. You can upload the file directly, retrieve it from Google Drive, download it from a URL, or pull it in from cloud storage. Before you build anything, it helps to confirm where your file is coming from, because that determines which input option you'll use in the flow. Once your file is ready, log into Gumloop and create a new flow. Click New Flow, give the workflow a clear name, and open the workflow editor. Naming it well is useful, especially if you plan to automate this process later or manage multiple imports over time. Next, add a file input node based on where the file is stored. For example, you might use File Upload, Google Drive File, Download File, or URL Fetch. This node acts as the starting point of the workflow and supplies the file for everything that follows. After that, you'll need to parse the delimited file, add a file parsing node, or use a run code node if you need more control. For CSV files, Gumloop can often detect the headers, rows, columns, and delimiter automatically. If it doesn't, you can manually define the delimiter. For example, CSV files use commas, TSV files use tabs, pipe delimited files use the pipe symbol, and custom files may use another character. This step is important because correct parsing turns raw text into usable data. Once the file is parsed, the data should be converted into structured records, where each row becomes its own record and each column becomes a field. For instance, if your file contains columns like name, email, and company, each row will be organized into those same fields. This structure is what allows the data to be written cleanly into a spreadsheet. Now connect a spreadsheet node as the destination. This could be Google Sheets, Airtable, or another Excel compatible output. Choose the specific sheet where you want the imported data to go. From there, map the fields from your file to the columns in the sheet. Make sure each file field matches the correct spreadsheet column. Accurate mapping is what keeps names, emails, and company values from ending up in the wrong place. Then configure the right settings. You can choose to append new rows, replace existing data, or update matching rows. In most cases, appending rows is the safest option, especially during initial setup. Run a test import next. Execute the workflow, open the spreadsheet, and verify that all rows imported correctly. The headers match, there are no missing values, and the formatting looks right. Once everything is working, you can automate future imports. You might run them daily, hourly, when a new file arrives from Google Drive uploads or from email attachments. This saves time and removes the need for manual spreadsheet updates.